This is Radek from Sens, and we are going to talk about nutrition and food. So what do the crickets eat? Because I guess one of the big issues in terms of animal protein is that you feed the crop that we could eat to the animals, then they process it. But in the end, the energy that we get from, let's say, steak is so much smaller than we could get from all the feed that we are giving to the animals.
That's called feed conversion. And really, crickets are the best in this. So compared to cows, for example, for the same amount of protein, we need 12 times less feed. We can really feed the crickets with agricultural byproducts. So for example, we use rice, but we don't use the white part of rice, the stuff that we eat. We use the rice husks. So that's the stuff that would normally be left to rot. But our crickets, they can convert this low-value product into really high-value protein. And that's even more amazing on this idea.
It's your personal decision whether you want to go vegan or vegetarian, and at the same time maybe have worse nutrition but make less harm. But I do believe crickets is maybe the solution how to be really sustainable, yet at the same time getting the best nutrition that is possible.
That's exactly right. Cricket protein, that's the same quality protein source as high-end beef, and we need 2,000 times less water. And the numbers are just crazy. One beefsteak needs water consumption that is equal to 10-hour-long shower. Have you ever had a 10-hour-long shower?
Nope.
Then finally we get the idea how the problem is big. And in 2016 we firstly read about this problem and also the potential solution that cricket protein might be really something for the future. And we just got in love with the idea. That's why we started Sens. We wanted to show that it's something that it can look normal and it's nothing to be scared of. And actually the next year afterwards, we even started our own farm. We are one of the companies in the world that has really taken the cricket protein production to large scale. So actually we use vertical farming. So there are a lot of crickets at one moment. And in 6 meters high racks, we farm the crickets. Then after 35 days, we harvest them, and before harvesting, we actually cool them down so they hibernate, which is something that really happens in the nature. They don't have central nervous system, so they cannot feel pain as we know it. And that's also why some even vegetarians consider this source of protein as something that is okay. We even have vegetarians in our team.
We've been talking about sustainability of the cricket products, but how does it come that you actually have a farm in Thailand and let's say not in Europe?
Yeah, so same as our chocolate or dates, it doesn't come from Europe. So our cricket protein, we really have the farm in Thailand. And the reason why we chose Thailand is because they have really the know-how how to do it. We didn't start from scratch. They have experience really how to farm crickets. But the main idea is really that this is our pilot farm. This is where we really want to learn. And then once the demand grows, we can really build the farm anywhere. And we want to do it. We want to do it closer. We want to do it locally. Just this is our first step. And I was talking about our vision, and we just need to get there.
How do you give them water?
In the farming part, one keyword: automation. We're trying to automate as much things as possible, and even feed and watering. An important part there is also the biology. How do we actually farm them? How many crickets will go into one box? How much light we put, what is the right temperature, how do we make them lay eggs, and then how do we hatch the eggs. So there is a lot of things, and actually there was no blueprint or no book that we could read about how to do large-scale farming. There is really trial and error each day, each test.
So are you hoping that the protein from the crickets one day will be maybe possibly even cheaper than the proteins from chicken.
And
or
that's
something like that.
exactly the goal, because they made research and they took normal chicken feed and they gave this chicken feed to crickets and chicken. And actually, even from this normal chicken feed, so nothing really specific to crickets, they found that crickets, they converted more protein out of the same amount of chicken feed. So yes, this mathematical idea really is there. We will make the cricket protein cheaper than any meat quality protein on the market, and that is our vision. However, the vision is still far, and currently our protein from crickets is cheaper than beef. This is where we are right now, and we calculated that we can actually make our cricket protein cheaper by more than 30% than pork, which is actually the cheapest protein source. It's quite similar with chicken. So sometimes we say that our vision for the farm is just to make it cheaper than chicken.
Great. How about like trying to protect the farms from the bacteria and viruses? Is it safe?
We get this question quite a lot because the pandemics, they came from bats, they came from pigs, and actually it's a very cool thing because insects are so far away from us that there are almost no diseases that we can get.